Hey, Christian, don't flatter yourself. I'm really just practicing some lighting and some audio for a post that I want to do. But I thought this would be a good way to just kind of tell you what I want to talk to you about. The agency is about a year old, came out in the fourth quarter and the first part of the first quarter of this year, just doing gangbusters business. Um, really happy clients, really great endorsements, really great recommendations, word of mouth. Um, but that corporate meeting and event space, specifically around how content is written and formulated from the stage, um, is just something that I'm really running up against problems with because, especially post pandemic, so many companies are just back to what they call rinse and repeat. They really want to be there. They want to see each other. They kind of don't care a whole lot about the learning. So my idea about, a darkened room with a keynote speaker and theater style seating and a PowerPoint presentation does not cause you to retain information. Everybody agrees with. Nobody really wants to fix it, even though I've had success fixing it. So I'm making a slight pivot, um, as you should, I think, when you're doing startups. One of the things that I'm excited about is creative critical thinking. In fact, the World Economic Report just said that between 2023 and 2027, creative critical thinking will knock off analytical thinking for the first time in a long time, maybe ever. That's the number one sought after skill that people are looking for. So, why do I bring this up with my particular skill set? I had the great honor to be on a podcast last week of a guy that I love. He has a podcast called The Accidental Creative. His name is Todd Henry. And we were talking before, well, we started recording. And he said, I'm going to work you into a special that we have about disruption because everybody's thinking about how the world is disrupted right now. And AI, 20 new things come out every week and the sky is falling. And he said, when I read through your CV, it shows me that you were the president of a record label when Napster and the iPod hit. And I'm wondering how you have created another 20 years out of your career. And I said, well, it's interesting, Todd, and I was not BSing him. I do keep this on my desk because I remember this wheel and I remember the thousand songs in your pocket. And I remember that I lost a job. I lost the first third of my career to a better mousetrap. So when I think about AI and when I think about all the things that it can do for good, I really think it comes down to your core skill set. And early in my career, because I was a talent scout and I ran a record company, I learned how to identify trends, look towards the future, find a niche of where things are going, put a team around an artist to make an album, sell that internally to the marketing team, sell that externally to the sales team, put it on tour, and monitor its results and go to that. So I got to thinking that's really just business. Doesn't matter what goes down the assembly line. It just happened to be mine was recorded music. But in Nashville, and you being a creative person understand this, we're always thinking about what's next. Our mind is always going, it's always seeking creativity. And now that we're building back a workforce that is much younger, I think about my four adult kids who are in the workforce. They can't sit in that windowless conference room and take notes with a PowerPoint presentation. They need engagement. So I also identified with Todd because he had just had Seth Godin on. And I'm in and out on Godin, but this new one is amazing. And it is called The Song of Significance. And he did a study on what is the new meaningful qualities that people are looking for in work. And number one is they want to do meaningful work. That's the word, meaningful. They want to belong, they want to have agency. 17th on his list was finance. So that kind of shows you we're going through this massive shift on what's important to people. So I believe that I have a quality that can speak categorically uh, to the ability to harness what's new for good. And so I'm spinning out a little. Uh, a mentor of mine said, "Hey, just do a call yourself a creative strategist, and just market yourself as a freelancer. Because if people have budget to spend, they'll always hire freelancers to track against that budget. And there's a big need for people to be thinking about what is the best way to optimize everything that's hitting us." So, sorry for speaking for almost 6 minutes, but I wanted you to know why I wanted to chat with you. Not that you'll have the answers, but I just wanted to kind of plant a seed and get a feel for your thoughts. I'm also going to attach that CV that I'm going to start sending around soon. But I always respect you. I always believe that we probably track on the same plane pretty well. And I need to turn the ship around on behalf of your sister and the family. So thanks for any help you can give.